Welcome to another interactive read aloud. Today's read aloud is one of the most hilarious books I have ever read. It's called The Legend of Rock, Paper, Scissors. This is written by Drew Daywalt, who is also the author of The Day the Crayons Quit. So if you like this book, then be sure to check out the other books written by Drew. Do you know what a legend is? Well, a legend is a story from long ago, and it's believed to be true, although no one can really prove that it is true. So in today's story, we're going to learn the history behind rock, paper, and scissors, although I'm betting you're going to notice that this probably is not a true story. And by looking at the characters here on my page, you'll notice that I have rock, paper, and scissors. We know that these things are not real. They don't have personalities or faces, but by looking at this illustration, I see that there are faces on each of these objects, which makes me think that this legend is just made up for the fun of the story. While we're reading today, I want you to keep in mind 3 special vocabulary words. The first one is foe. Say that word with me. Foe. F-O, foe. My next one is unsatisfied. Say that word with me. Unsatisfied. Good. The last one is victorious. Say that word with me. Victorious. Okay, let's go ahead and start. As we're reading, I want you to pay special attention to how the author uses his different characters. And you're going to see something that the author and illustrator does in the story to help us know which character is speaking. We'll talk a little bit about that as we're reading our book today. Long ago, in an ancient and distant realm called the Kingdom of Backyard, there lived a warrior named Rock. Rock was the strongest in all the land, but he was sad because no one could give him a worthy challenge. Now, I'm looking here, and I notice that my character is not talking. He doesn't have anything like coming out of him for like a speech bubble or anything. So I'm wondering, who is reading on this story? Who's talking on this page? Do you know that a narrator is talking on this page? Maybe you've seen a movie before that has a narrator that kind of sets up the story and tells you what's going on. That's what's happening here on this page. This is a narrator. Now, narrators' voices are very interesting. They're usually deep, they have lots of personality behind them, and they help make the story exciting. So what I'm going to do on this page is I'm going to reread it, and I'm going to use my best narrator voice. Long ago, in an ancient and distant realm called the Kingdom of Backyard, there lived a warrior named Rock. Rock was the strongest in all the land, but he was sad because no one could give him a worthy challenge. Did you like that a little bit better? Did you notice how the way I changed my voice made it a little bit more interesting? Let's see what happens with Rock. Rock traveled to the mysterious forest of Over by the tire swing, where he met a warrior who hung on a rope, holding a giant's underwear. "Drop that underwear and battle me, you ridiculous wooden clip man!" "I will pinch you and make you cry, Rock Warrior!" Now we can see right here that the illustrator and the author is doing something with his illustration. He is adding what's called a speech bubble. And that speech bubble has kind of like a little point, and it's pointing to who is saying those words. So here we see this big bold print is Rock when he speaks. And we see this kind of italics or slanted text here is Clothespin when he speaks. So each time that I read this big bold words up here, that lets me know that it's Rock's voice. So I'm going to change my voice and make it sound more rock-ish. So I'm going to use a big, bold voice to match my text. "Drop that underwear and battle me, you ridiculous wooden clip man." So every time that Rock talks today, I'm going to use that voice. Rock versus Clothespin! Rock is victorious. Now there's one of our vocabulary words that we had in the beginning of the story, victorious. If it says that Rock is victorious, then I'm going to look at my picture clues here because I don't really have any other text or context clues to help me. So I'm seeing Rock here, he's kind of floating through the air, and I'm seeing Clothespin that's broken in two. So if this is a battle, Rock versus Clothespin, then I know that one of them is the winner and one of them is the loser. Rock is victorious. Well, I know that the victor, or the person who won, would not be broken in half. So victorious means that Rock is the winner. Oh goodness, they're sticking together. There we go. Even though he had won, Rock was still unsatisfied. So he journeyed on to the mystical tower of Grandma's favorite apricot tree. There he was met by an odd and delicious fruit. Now I'm going to stop right over here, this word unsatisfied. I'm looking at my contest clues here. It says, even though he had won, Rock was still unsatisfied. That word unsatisfied has a prefix, the prefix of un, and I know that the prefix of un means not. So I can say that he was not satisfied. I know satisfied means that I'm okay with everything going on. Everything's okay. But if not everything is okay, then Rock is probably feeling not so good here. So let's see about this delicious fruit. You, sir, look like a fuzzy little butt. What? I challenge you to a duel. Then let us battle. Now you can see during this page, I changed my voice to match the characters. Rock has that big, bold voice coming from me, and this apricot over here, I made him sound a little bit higher. Rock versus apricot! I will beat you, Rock, with my tart and tangy sweetness. Rock is victorious. Remember that word victorious? So who won here, Rock or apricot? Rock did. He's the winner. Ugh! I am smushed. And yet smushing you has brought me no joy. Look at how annoyed he looks. He's just like me. Are you not entertained? They were entertained, but the battle had been too easy, so Rock left the kingdom of Backyard, still in search of a worthy foe. Now that word foe is one of our vocabulary words. Foe means someone who is against you, someone that you are probably fighting or like your enemy. So he's looking for someone to fight here to see if he can be victorious. Meanwhile, in the Emperor of Mom's home office, on lowly and windswept Desk Mountain, a second great warrior sought the glory of battle. And his name was Paper. Even though he was the smartest warrior in all the land, he was also sad because no one could outwit him. He set out across Desk Mountain to find his match. There he met a large and square monster. Any guesses on what the monster is? We'll see if you're right. The sticky notes in the way. Okay. I gobble up the likes of you and spit them out every day, little Paper. Oh, then taste my furry giant box monster. Paper versus computer printer. No, not a paper jam. Paper is victorious. So who is our new warrior here that just got introduced? Paper, right? Paper is our new warrior. He is now victorious. Now, I don't see Rock anywhere on this page, so it makes me think that this is a different part of the land. Something new is happening. How do we know by looking at this page here when Paper is talking? Look at those speech bubbles. You can see the text is different between the two characters. I have my printer here that looks very clean and almost typed, but then my paper is more of a cursive. Having beaten the fiercest fighter of Desk Mountain, Paper climbed down to the pit of Office Trash Bin, where he battled the most terrifying horde of creatures in all the land, the half-eaten bag of trail mix. Paper versus half-eaten bag of trail mix. Ah! Foul wizard! He's blotted out the sun! Run for your lives, laddies! Oof, these are stuck together. There we go. Paper wins again! Can no one beat me? And so, with a heavy heart, Paper departed the empire of Mom's home office. At the same time, in the kitchen realm, in the tiny village of Junk Drawer, there lived a third great warrior. They called her Scissors. And she was the fastest blade in all the land. She, too, was unchallenged. On this day, her first opponent was a strange and sticky Circle Man. "Let us do battle, you tacky and vaguely round monstrosity! I will battle you, and I will leave you beaten and confused with my adhesive entangling powers." So who is our new, I almost forgot the word there, our new warrior here? On this page, we got introduced to a new warrior. Who is it? Scissors, yeah. And there's something about Scissors. Did you pick it up? Is Scissors a boy or a girl? It's a girl. So as I'm reading Scissors' parts here, remember those little parts that are pointing to Scissors? I'm going to have to use a higher voice because it's a girl and not a boy. Scissors versus roll of tape. Scissors is victorious. Scissors forged on across the kitchen realm to the frigid wastes of refrigerator freezer. There she met her most fearsome adversaries yet, dinosaurs made of frozen breaded chicken. I have come from the far reaches of kitchen to battle you, O bizarre and yummy breaded dinosaurs. Bow before our child, pleasing shapes and flavors, sword master. No one can resist our crunchy awesomeness. Scissors versus dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets. Dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets win. No, wait! No, they don't! Scissors is victorious again! Am I so good that not even dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets can be at me? And so, Scissors, like Rock and Paper before her, traveled beyond her own kingdom, seeking out a challenger who was her equal. Then, one day, in the great cavern of Two-Car Garage, Rock and Scissors came face to face. I hope you're wearing your battle pants, Rock Warrior. If by battle pants you mean no pants, but I'm willing to fight you, then yes, Yes, I am wearing my battle pants, weird scissory one. Rock versus scissors! An epic and legendary battle ensued, but ultimately, Rock is victorious! You have made me so happy by beating me. I wish I felt your joy, Scissors, for I have yet to meet a warrior who can beat me. Hi there. Those are fighting words. Wait, what? Rock versus paper. This is the best day of my life. Thank you for winning, oh great knight of paper. That's fine for you, but it looks as though no one will ever beat me. Not so fast, Paper. Wait, what? Scissors versus paper. You beat me. And the three great warriors hugged each other and danced for joy, and they became fast friends. Finally, they had each met their matches. They were so happy, in fact, that they began to battle again. Round and round they went in the most massive and epic three-way battle of all time. And it is said that this joyous struggle still rages on to this very day. That is why children around the world, in backyards, on playgrounds, and yes, even in classrooms, still honor the three great warriors by playing rock, paper, scissors. That was a crazy story of how rock, paper, scissors became what it is today. I have a couple of questions for you before we wrap up today. When I was reading, how do you know to change your voice when reading different character parts? So what did Drew do in the story to help us know to change our voices? Here's a clue. I'll open up to this page. He used different styles of text, and he put those speech bubbles in that pointed right to who was speaking. So whenever Paper was speaking, I knew to use my upper kind of like male voice. When Rock was speaking, I knew that I had to use my big man voice and go a little deeper. And when Scissors was speaking, I would knew to use my higher voice, like what a girl would sound like. Let's see if I can get to my other question here. Did reading each character's part in a unique voice help the story make sense? I think it did. And it was also super fun to read, too. I liked making my voice go up and down and sound different for the different characters. When you're writing, think about how you can give signals to your readers to show them how to read the characters that you have in different voices. Now, to wrap up today, I think it's only appropriate that we would have a rock, paper, scissors battle. So find someone in your house or someone here at school during recess and have a battle of rock, paper, scissors. We'll see who won. Thanks for reading The Legend of Rock, Paper, Scissors with me.